It's there! Against all the odds! Celebrations out on the pitch!
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right for us to back our team. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNF tonight, tonight.
And what a beautiful sight I've just seen!
And yeah, it's Champions League and you know what we need. And maybe the time is right for us to find our dreams. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNF tonight, tonight. And don't be down and don't be such a mess. We're dancing in the streets of TNF tonight, tonight.
Against all the odds! Celebrations out on the pitch!
So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNF tonight, tonight.
It's there! Against all the odds! Celebrations out on the pitch!
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right for us to back our team. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNF tonight, tonight. Maybe the time is right for us to find our dreams. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and we stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNF tonight, tonight. And don't be down and don't be such a mess. We're dancing in the streets of TNF tonight, tonight.
Against all the odds. Celebrations out of the pitch.
So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNF tonight, tonight.
That's why. Start the season, yeah.
Oh yeah. But if you're over something, you can't play.
Wait. You've got it.
Yeah,
Look, Dad, we've got it on that.
I think that's what happened with that Turkey. You know, Turkey when he first started, kicked him out of the team. Yeah. You see it as well, he actually won.
Geht in der Stunde schon wieder runter.
Aber immerhin ein bisschen.
Have you ever tried it?
Is it getting like a pitch put down there? Expensive to do though, isn't it? Like $4 million or something like that.
Give me one more.
Am Eingang mit Moritz einfach wieder rechts weg. Wir rausgeflogen.
You just like
Also, wir machen gleich nichts mehr gebaut.
you walk back.
Dann kann man den ganzen Fotos machen.
That's not happening.
Oder in Nordirland. Ich glaube in Nordirland.
Good afternoon, everybody. I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas as we go into the new year. We have got a top of the table New Year's Eve clash today between Top of the league, TNS, and second place, Connahs, Quay, Nomads. The new Saints, the visitors today, have the chance to go 10 points clear at the top of the JD Comey Premier and really get a grip on their hopefully fifth title in a row. But Connahs Quay have been no pushovers this season. They haven't lost a league game since losing to Connahs all the way back on the 23rd of September, and they have won their last 6 league games. So John Disney's got them in a good run of form at the moment. However, the new Saints are in a good one themselves. They've only lost 3 league games during this entire calendar year and have won their last 4 games in a row also. Now I can bring you the team news. I'll bring you the home side first. Number 1 in goal, Kit Margetson. Number 3 and captain, a familiar face, a TNS legend in Chris Marriott. Number 5, Ben Nash. Number 6, Kai Edwards. Number 8, Callum West. Number 12, Harry Franklin. Number 14, Noah Edwards. Number 17, and very possibly our opposition's best player, Rhys Hughes. Number 20, Dan Cowan. Number 22, Declan Poole. And number 26, Jacob Cook. We bring you the TNS starting lineup now. In number 1, Nathan Shepherd. Number 3, Jordan Marshall. Number 4, Dominic Cornish. Number 6, Jack Bodenham. Number 7, Josh Daniels. Number 14, Dan Williams. Number 17, Jordan Williams. Number 18, Rory Holland. 19, Ben Clark. Captain, Danny Davis for today, and Ben Wilson. Apologies for the rush team lineup. I wasn't told there'd be a minute silence beforehand the game, but we've just had a minute silence to remember Mr. Dudley, the former Connahs Quay Nomads chairman, who has passed away at the age of 100. So we wish his family all the best. Now I can bring you the away side and TNS's starting lineup. Number 1, Nathan Shepherd. Number 3, Jordan Marshall. Number 4, Dominic Cornish. Number 6, Jack Bodenham. Number 7, Josh Daniels. Number 14, Dan Williams. Number 17, and league's top goal scorer, Jordan Williams. Number 18, Rory Holden returns to the side after injury. Number 19, Ben Clark. Danny Davis, and number 22, continues his stint as captain due to Ryan Bobble still not being quite fit enough to be the starting 11, and the normal captain, Danny Redmond, out with an injury. But the big return is number 28, Ben Wilson, making his first start since his injury 2 months ago. The record signing, he's currently on 6 goals this season, but he'll look now to have a big impact on the rest of the year and hopefully be injury free. So we have kicked off here with the new Saints. Bodenham onto Marshall. Marshall sends it forward looking for Jordan Williams, but Kai Edwards is underneath that. However, Ben Wilson gets on the second ball and puts it out wide to Rory Holden. He'll deliver across into the front post. Nash will clear it into Dan Williams' feet. Early opportunity in the opening 20 seconds there, but Dan Williams fires over the bar with his weaker left foot. So TNS looking for the quick start, kept the clean sheet in their last game against Britain very before Christmas, and a 2-1 at home. We haven't seen anything since. Boxing Day was called off due to a frozen pitch. That game has been rearranged for this Saturday, the 3rd of January, with Bala at home, which will be TNS's last game of Phase 1. So Connahs Quay look to push forward here, but it's cleared by Connahs. More up than out. Headers won by Jacob Cook in midfield. Rhys Hughes flicks it further on, brought on the chest of Davis, who pumps it forward, and it's over the head of Dan Cowan, but he does well to recover and keep it away from Jordan Williams. He goes that wide to Nash, who sends it forward, trying to hook it with his right foot, but puts too much on that, and it'll roll out for a TNS throw-in. I apologise if you hear me sniffling during this commentary. I've got a little bit of a cold. You might be able to hear it in my voice, so I do apologise for that. So right back, Josh Daniels throws it forward. Nash heads it back out for a throw-in just further up the pitch this time. So thrown forward, but Cowan sends it back to Margetson in goal. Margetson gets it up to Reece Hughes, who looks to flick it on toward the run of Harry Franklin, but Bodenham can sweep up calmly and back to Shepherd. 1-2's between the goalkeeper and centre half. It's back with the TNS number 1. Bodenham sends it forward. Cowan underneath that up towards Cook. Cook with a nice little turn to get away from Holden, and he wins the free kick, the number 26 for Nomads. So it looks like Cowan will take this free kick and switch it across his back line to his captain and former TNS fullback Chris Marriott, another former TNS captain as well, spent 15 years at this club, so it's very good to see him. Unfortunately, won't be wishing him all the best today for the next 90 minutes. Ben Clark clears that up the pitch. Nash is underneath it though. Back forward, Clark on the second ball, but he's giving it away to Franklin. Tackled by Connahs, and Bodenham will sweep it up back to his goalkeeper. He plays it short to Josh Daniels. It's good to see Daniels having a run in the side after a really tough year with injury. Williams plays it back to his goalkeeper again. Bodenham back to Shepherd. And back to Bodenham again. Now it's with Davis. Davis to Daniels. Daniels back to Davis. Bodenham on to Connahs. He'll look to clip an over the top through ball, looking for the run of Jordan Marshall's overlap, but Declan pulls back quickly. His clearance hits Jordan Williams on the way through though. Cowan's tried to recover, but he's gone through the back of Jordan Marshall, and it's a free kick right on the byline. It's a dangerous position this for, you'd think it'll be a Connahs delivery on his left foot. So it'll be Connahs to take this free kick onto the penalty spot, headed away by Nash. Williams on the edge of the box, good control from him, blocked by Cowan, and it's back out to Connahs on the left wing. Slots it into Rory Holden, good touch from him, puts it into the box. Little claim for handball from the Irishman, but nothing given, and it'll go out for a TNS corner, the first one of the game. So Ben Clark's delivery into the front post, comes off the post, the corner, and it'll be cleared safety first by Nomads. Marshall, Clark. I can't really tell if Clark was trying to shoot there. We're seeing it more and more in modern football as the ball's put back in. Williams now on the edge of the box, gets it back out wide to Marshall. Holden now. Ben Clark's ball back to Holden. Holden back to Clark. It's a good bright start from TNS this. They're keeping the intensity up. Josh Daniels back to Dan Williams. Clark is last man on the halfway line as the centre backs are still forward. And Connahs Quay's press forces TNS all the way back to their goalkeeper, so they can now regain their shape. Shepherd being pressed by Harry Franklin, but does well, the TNS goalkeeper. Plays it short to Connahs. Connahs onto Davis. Davis goes back to his goalkeeper. Davis into midfield for Williams. He tries to play the 1-2 with Davis. He does get there. A bit of a hospital pass, but now Nomads have won it back. West heads it into Harry Franklin's feet on the edge of the box. Can get a shot away. Big tackle from Jordan Williams. Not Jordan Marshall. The referee has blown for a penalty for the home side. It's a clumsy tackle from Marshall. Franklin's touch. Marshall's touch. Franklin's touch on the edge of the box does take him away from goal, so I don't know where he was going. I think the chance was just gone. I think it's just a little bit of a rush of blood from Jordan Marshall. He's still protesting his innocence to the linesman, but I think it is a foul. And Rhys Hughes, who has missed a penalty already against TNS this season, will look to make amends for that. So it'll be against the run of play. This is Connahs' first chance, really. They haven't had much of the ball, but they've got a golden opportunity to go 1-0 up here. Rhys Hughes steps up into the bottom right, and Nathan Shepherd nearly gets a hand to it, but the power beats the goalkeeper, and Rhys Hughes puts the home side 1-0 up. It is Quay 1, TNS 0. Mistake from Jordan Marshall to give the penalty away, and it's dispatched of quite brilliantly by Rhys Hughes. Nathan Shepherd goes the right way, but the power and precision beats the TNS number 1. It's a really good penalty from Rhys Hughes. Such conviction in the strike. And it is 1-0 to Nomads. One thing is, early in the game for TNS, plenty of time, and we say that it's a lovely first touch from Jordan Williams. Ben Nash is going to get across though, and he puts it out for a throw-in. Sorry, it wasn't Ben Nash, it was Quay Edwards, the big number 6. Safety first from him, right into the trees. So the Jordan Williams long throw. Steady resorts to go in short to Marshall. Williams puts the cross in. It looks like it's come off Callum West. It has, and it'll go out front of the corner. So another Ben Clark corner. The other one caused chaos at the front post. This time he goes towards more the back stick, punched away by Margetson. Dan Williams puts his head in on the edge of the box, but now it's a break on, and it's Harry Franklin finds himself 1-on-1, tries to play it across to Callum West. Rory Holden gets a touch on it, but it's Rhys Hughes on the left wing now. TNS game numbers back, puts it into the box, headed away by Marshall. Brought down on the edge of the box though by Nomads, out to Poole. He puts the ball into the penalty spot, headed away by Davis. It's a big counter-attack that from Connahs Quay, and TNS get back well in the end. I think in the next break of play, Dan Williams will pick up a yellow card for his cynical foul, and it's offside against Callum West. But yeah, as we can see now, the yellow card to Dan Williams for the tactical foul, trying to stop that counter-attack. Davis sends it forward, headed down by Ben Nash. Cleared further by Quay Edwards. Header one, first one won by Davis. No Red was battling there, and there's a foul given against Franklin, the big centre forward. So free kick to the New Saints. Bothering now on the halfway line. Into Williams' feet. He tries to clip it over the top looking for Marshall. He almost trips over his own feet and Poole can just get a foot onto it and put it out for a TNS throw-in. Quickly into Ben Wilson's feet. Cook's on in quickly, but he gets it to Dan Williams. And now it's back on the halfway line with Bodenham. Williams. Marshall into Ben Wilson's feet. Back out to Marshall. Tries to get a 1-2 between him and Connahs, but Connahs is fouled by Cook, and he gives a free kick away in a dangerous position for the New Saints to try and capitalise on. So, Connahs' free kick. Into the back post. Looks like he's put too much on it. He has. But Dan Williams hoping to keep that in. And he's just a yard too late and it'll roll out for a Connahs Quay goal kick. Kai Edwards sends that forward, looking for Franklin, cleared by Davis, headed away by Noah Edwards. Lovely little turn in midfield by Dan Williams, great feet from him as well. Forward to Ben Wilson, looking to hold off Ben Nash. Referee says no for the foul. Marriott will send it forward. Franklin chests it down to Reece Hughes. Hughes plays it against Davis and wins a throw-in. Noah Edwards to Marriott into West's feet. Sent forward. Botham cuts that out though. He was comfortable defending for the TNS number 6. Just about to hit the quarter of an hour into this game. You have to say, since the penalty, TNS have struggled really to get going. The one thing I am noticing is that Connahs Quay are winning all the second balls. Craig Harrison's side needs to just take it up a notch a little bit in this game. Just try and up the intensity now. Hold them into the front post. Could bounce anywhere that, but Reece Hughes will clear it. Up to Franklin again. And he's fouled. Looks like he's fouled Jordan Williams, actually. I thought the referee was going to give the foul the other way. I have to agree with the home fans. I don't really see what Franklin's done wrong, but TNS carry on quickly. Connahs looks to send it forward, headed away by Kai Edwards. Bounces down to Cook in midfield. Reece Hughes' feet, who started brightly, the young number 17. Already got his goal from the penalty spot, but he started brightly in this game. Paul onto Callum West. West looks to play a reverse ball over to Reece Hughes, but Josh Daniels with a lovely touch to cut that out and go back to his goalkeeper. Now it's with Bodenham. Bodenham, square pass to Davis, the captain for today. Sent forward by Josh Daniels, cut out by Kai Edwards, but sent back forward towards Dan Williams. Another header from Kai Edwards, but the loose ball bounces to Clark, tries to play it through to Jordan Williams. First time onto Holden, overlapping run on the left side to Marshall, which he does find. He delivers into the front post, clear to Ben Clark on the edge of the box, and takes almost like a swipe at that shot, and it goes well over the bar. TNS yet to trouble the Margetson in goal for Nomads. So, sent forward by Nash, brought down by Hughes. Franklin to Marriott. Marriott back up the line looking for Callum West. Again, Bodenham cuts that out and back to his goalkeeper. Looks like the ball's come off the referee, so he'll pull that back for a drop ball to TNS. Jordan Williams scores anyway. Back with Davis to Bodenham. Forward to Rory Holden. Intercepted though by Cook. Cook onto Callum West. West, there's a switch on if you can see it. It's a lovely reverse pass. Another 2-on-1. Reece Hughes is in. Can he make it 2 here? Looks to try and cut it back to Franklin. It's a brilliant last-ditch tackle from Ben Clark. Reece Hughes trying to be way too unselfish there. It could have easily been 2-0 to the home side. It's a brilliant counter-attack, and it's a great pass from Franklin to find Reece Hughes. He's one-on-one with Shepherd, and he tries to cut it back to Franklin instead. Oh, it's a great tackle from Ben Clark, though. Bodenham to Shepherd. Nathan Shepherd. Bodenham sends it forward. Touch and release from Dan Williams, but he puts too much on that. So, throwing from Paul for Nomads. First time ball over the top to Callum West, but intercepted by Bodenham. Shepherd now will send it forward. Jordan Williams tries to bring it down his chest. The second ball bounces to Connahs. Gets it to Holden. Now Bodenham. Back to Holden. He goes back to Bodenham. Connahs now. Connahs looks to clip a little ball over the top. Margetson's off his line quickly though and retrieves it well. Connahs key goalkeeper. Long throw from him onto Marriott. The press from TNS again. Nash sends it forward. Reece Hughes, his touch is loose, but he gets it on the second ball. Interception from Ben Clark. Big 50-50 in the middle, and now it's back with Hughes. Just sends a wasteful ball over the top. Davis will keep it in for the New Saints, and their possession once more. He looks to go direct over the top. Kai Edwards had headed it away originally. Ben Nash. Good football from Connahs Quay to clear their lines. He gets it out to Paul. On to Cook. Headed into midfield by Marriott. Ben Clark will have possession. "22 minutes in here, I still think the TNS need to just go up a little gear." As we say that, Jordan Marshall trying to make an overlapping run into the box. Pull the tracked in well, and it's cleared by Quay Edwards well. Up to the halfway line. Botham brings it down. Back to Connahs. Just hear the TNS bench shouting for their team to move the ball quicker. Botham into Jordan Williams' feet. Williams to Daniels. Little touch. Tries to go through, but Edwards intercepts, and he can drive forward for Connahs Quay now. Gets it out wide to Callum West, but there's a lot of black shirts back for the away side. Into the box of Franklin. He tries to back heel it back to West, and Clark will intercept onto Connahs now. Now Botham to Marshall. Botham again. Botham forward to Dan Williams. Williams forced to go back to Dan Davis. And you can just see the trigger press from Connahs Quay once they lose the ball. At 4 in midfield, are working really hard so far just to squeeze all the life out of TNS in the middle of the park. New change of force really to go out wide. Puts the ball into the box now, cleared again by Edwards. And the thing is with Connahs Quay, they're so happy to deal with the longer ball because of the two big centre halves in Nash and Edwards. Defending well as a unit. I've got to say the better organised team at the moment are Connahs Quay Nomads. So the Jordan Williams long throw here into the box, just into the 6-yard box, headed away again by Connahs Quay centre halves. Put back into the box by Jordan Williams. More going to swing outside though to Rory Holden from distance onto Dan Williams. There's a chance for a shot here, chooses not to take it. Holden puts the ball back into the box, flicked away by Reece Hughes out for a corner. But so far they've dealt with these set pieces well. The first one, as I said, came off the near post. I don't think is what Clark was attempting to do. But you see in modern football now, I think the set pieces have become a lot more direct and a lot more simplified. It's just to cause chaos a little bit now. You just see his TNS stick a man on the goalkeeper. They put it on top of him as well, but it's headed away by Edwards. Back into the box from Connahs, headed again away by Edwards. And now it's back in the centre circle with Jordan Marshall. He puts it out wide to Ben Clark. Clark to Connahs. Marshall back to Connahs. Forward to Ben Wilson. Good touch from him. Out to Rory Holden. Now back with Connahs. Dan Williams drops into the centre circle to retrieve the ball. You can see how high the press is from Connahs Quay. The front three are also pressing really well too. Reece Hughes doing his defensive duties, and he plays it against Rory Holden. Good play from him to get a goal kick out of that. Nash back to Edwards. He'll send it forward. Callum West can't bring it down. Marshall clears it. Edwards underneath it. Sorry, Nash underneath it. Now the ball's going to be free to Davis, who can come out on the back line of TNS with it. Sent forward, battle between Cowan and Jordan Williams. Referee not interested as Connahs Quay have the ball again. Now with Cook, who can drive through the TNS midfield. Clark trying to stop him though, and he'll spread it out wide to the right back pool. Pool's still got the ball here as he travels down the right wing. And he's beaten Jordan Marshall as well. It's brilliant run this from Poole. Puts it into the box. He's got a shot away. And it looks like Nathan Shepherd has saved it. It's given us an offside against Franklin anyway, but who'd interfered with play. But you've got to say how easy that was for Poole just to drive past Marshall and Holden. It's just too simple, too easy for Connahs Quay to come out and play here so far. TNS haven't made it difficult for them. They're not playing their usual game. So yeah, just under half an hour into this game, and Craig Harrison won't be happy with his team's performance so far.
Don't know what to give. They favour a defender.
Davis, headed away by Nash, brought down by Clark. Bodenham forward to Holden. West retrieves possession for Nomads in midfield. Reece Hughes being held off by Ben Clark, looking for a ball. Goes next to him to Edwards. Edwards up to Chris Marriott. Marriott inside to Callum West. Hughes first time back to know Edwards. He's going to drive down the left wing. Connahs holds him off. Ben Clark gets in the way of it. It's a big challenge from Franklin though on Clark. Reece Hughes keeps the ball in and keeps the momentum for Connahs Quay. Now it's back with Cook on the halfway line. Goes back to his centre half, Kai Edwards. So TNS need to step out here and just get their press a little bit better. Margerson pumps out forward, but it's going to land in the box for Nathan Shepherd to collect. He rolls it out quickly to Josh Daniels. But Franklin's gone down off the ball here. Looks like a problem for Connahs Quay. I think the obvious, if he has to go off, the obvious substitution would probably be Jason Oswell, the experienced number 9.
Seems a good time to remind you that the kiosk is open. Hot and cold drinks, hot and cold snacks available.
Franklin's still down here receiving treatment. Just take this time to remind you guys that our last game of Phase 1, hopefully, if the weather's alright this time, will be on the 3rd of January, this Saturday, Bala at home.
Hello, you're early. Make yourselves at home somewhere. Well, you and Nathan come in if you want, and bring him in and go and see Roma in the hut at the end. I'm grandparenting this afternoon with my autistic grandson, so whether he'll tolerate football or not, we'll find out.
So Franklin comes off the pitch. Yet to see if they've made a sub. I think he's going to try and carry on. But the game is back on now. Sent forward for the run of Jordan Williams. Yeah, Franklin is going to continue. He looks okay. It's a little bit of a knock as it's back with Nathan Shepherd. Marshall. Holden. Drives forward, a lot of red shirts in front of him though. Jordan Williams picks the ball up. Out wide to Marshall. Marshall first time to Davis. No, to Williams, sorry. Puts the ball into the box. It's going to be cleared by the Nomads, but Dominic Connahs will intercept. Back to Dan Williams. Connahs will put the ball into the box. Headed behind for a corner by Ben Nash. This time from the opposite side. Played into the front post by Connahs, but it's going to be cleared by Edwards. It'll allow, it's a bit of a waste of a delivery really, it'll allow them to get out again, Connahs Quay. TNS have a throw on the halfway line. Franklin though has gone down again, and this time I think this will be the end of his afternoon. It's unfortunate for the centre forward. Does seem like the same thing again, his knee. It's always a tricky one, knee injuries, but he's trying to do the brave thing and carry on. However, he's going to pay the price. I think that will be the end of his afternoon. We wish him the best and hope it isn't a serious injury. Looks like the sub they're going to make is going to bring the number 18 Max Woodcock on to replace Harry Franklin. So number 18, Max Woodcock, will be the substitution to come on for Franklin.
And of course, substitution for the Nomads. Replacing number 12, Harry Franklin, is number 18, Max Woodcock.
So, player will resume with that TNS throw-in. As I said, we wish Harry Franklin the best of recovery and hope it isn't a serious injury. Jordan Williams tries to turn Quay in, which he has. Just puts too much on the pass though. Looks like it could have taken a deflection. No, it'll just roll out for a goal kick. 10 minutes before half-time. I have to say TNS have been second best in a lot of this game so far. Failed to have a shot on target. It's not been a game of much quality for either end. Connahs Quay, apart from the penalty, had one massive chance when Rhys Hughes was one-on-one from the counter-attack. However, he tried to square it towards Franklin, the man who's since been subbed off, and it was a massive interception from Ben Clark to stop it from surely being 2-0. However, I thought, and I think a lot of the crowd thought as well, that Rhys Hughes should have just taken it himself, tried to be too unselfish. Margitson, his goal kick will go straight out for a throw-in. Hughes trying to press Daniels, but to no avail, as Danny Davis can just carry it out from the back of TNS. He spreads it to his centre-back partner, Bodenham. Connahs back to Bodenham. Bodenham sends it long, looking for the run of Wilson, but Cowan will cut it out. Marshall takes a quick throw and into Dan Williams. Callum West gets back quickly though, and he's asking for the foul, and he gets it as well. Noah Edwards' protest get him in the card for dissent, get him in the book for dissent. The Connahs Quay bench asking for a red card on Dan Williams, who has already been booked, but he is going to have to be careful. So Quay Edwards will send this ball forward onto the edge of the box. Danny Davis jumps high to win it first. Cook heads it back forward. Dan Williams, a bit of miscommunication between him and Bodenham, but they do clear it between themselves. Quay Edwards tries to cut that ball out. Lovely little bit of skill from Ben Wilson, but referee says no to the foul, and Connahs Quay will come forward again. Paul with some really good feet again to get away from Rory Holden. He's done that twice now. It's with Rhys Hughes. He spreads it out wide towards captain Chris Marriott. First time back into Hughes. Up to the halfway, middle of the box. It was really good play from Connahs Quay, but the final touch from Poole onto Max Woodcock, the substitute, wasn't good enough, and it'll roll through to Nathan Shepherd. Daniels tries to send it forward again, and Quay Edwards' clearance is very skewed, really. It goes out for a throw-in just to the side of him rather than clearing it up the pitch again. Dan Williams back to Josh Daniels into midfield for Ben Clark. Clark drops his shoulder, but eventually it breaks back to Connahs Quay. Connahs tries to volley it first time out to Marshall, but he's got onto the second ball and eventually got it out to his left back. Holden back to Connahs. Connahs tries to put it into the box. Cohen clears it. Cook will hold off the challenger Connahs. Looks like he's going to foul him here. He's all over Cook, who just drives past him. It's lovely skill from Cook, and eventually they pull it back for the free kick. Really good play for the number 26.
That's what I said.
So Quay Edwards sends that forward. Davis is underneath it. Noah Edwards brings it down. Hughes back to Marriott. Marriott pushed it out to Hughes. He's got a 2-on-1 on the left wing here. Can play it through to Noah Edwards. Edwards can square it into the back post. It's going to be 2-0. It is. It's an own goal, it looks like, from Dan Williams. I'm not sure if Max Woodcock, the substitution, has got a touch on it, or it's an own goal to Dan Williams, but it's brilliant play down the left wing. You can see it's so easy for Nomads to play through. Rhys Hughes just had so much time on the right back area, slotted it through to Edwards. He goes first time into the box, and it is an own goal off Dan Williams. And it is 2-0, 41 minutes here. So TNS find themselves in all sorts of trouble here just before half-time. They're 2-0 down. And this win would be huge for Connahs Quay, because they'll go within 4 points of the league leaders. Jordan Williams held off by Nash. Quay Edwards' clearance is blocked by TNS, but Edwards, the man who created the second goal, he'll clear it forward. Woodcock battling with Danny Davis. Referee's got the looked like he got the red card out for a second for an elbow. This could be a yellow card. The referee at first got the wrong card out. And the referee's also going to book. It looks like he's booked Chris Sargent on the TNS bench, the assistant manager, for his protest for the goal. For the yellow card, sorry. I couldn't see it from where I'm at properly. It looked like more of a coming together, but the TNS bench and the players around it were furious that the referee hasn't given a red card there. It looked like for a second he was going to give a red as he pulled out the wrong card. That's the third booking of this half as we just approach the 45th minute mark. Nash will head it to the edge of the box. Edwards further forward. Edwards wins the second ball as well. It's very scrappy on the edge of the box at the moment. Connahs is trying to desperately to get this clear. Connahs heads it forward. It looks like a foul from Jordan Williams, who sarcastically claps the referee. Sent forward by Nomads. Max Woodcock looks to keep it in, but doesn't get there. And Josh Daniels will have the throw in. 2.5 minutes left of this first half, but there will be quite a big chunk of added time due to the injury to Harry Franklin. Marriott's touch is loose. Josh Daniels will head it away, but it's headed back into trouble for Cook. However, Clark gets onto the loose ball, and now it's with Marshall. Sends it up the pitch to Ben Wilson, back to Marshall's overlapping run. He's going to try and use his pace to get past Poole, but the defender's got back really well. He's trying to usher it all the way out. It's in the corner flag right now. Poole looks to have been fouled by Marshall, which he is. Good defending again from Connahs Quay. So Ben Clark will send this forward. Cohen will head it down. TNS really needs a push for a goal before half time. Connahs will drive forward, but I'd say they don't deserve one, because you see the added time of 3 minutes onto this first half. Dan Williams into the back post. Probably TNS's biggest chance. Rory Holden looked destined to score, heads it down. It's taken a little deflection and gone past the far post. So it'll be another corner for the New Saints. That's their best chance of the game, though. Still no shot on target for TNS, though. Williams puts it into the box. Yeah, it's good defending from Poole to get in front of it. Clark to Connahs. Heavy touch. He goes down. Referee says no, and now Max Woodcock's got a one-on-one here. TNS get back quickly. Woodcock's on his own at the moment. Back to Rhys Hughes. Lovely first touch from him. He looks to drive forward. Tries to slide through, but Marshall intercepts. So Marshall sends it forward. Cohen's underneath that. Clears it. Lovely first touch from Ben Wilson, though. Now it's back on the halfway line with Ben Clark. Daniels. Danny Davis now. Back to Daniels. Minute and a half left of this added time. Cohen onto Cook. Look like a foul from Cohen on Jordan Marshall, and it is. So it's a free kick to TNS on the halfway line. Davis. Botham just looking for a forward ball. tries to force it to Jordan Williams. Nash will cut that out though. Safety first again, putting it out for a throw-in. Quickly taken by TNS onto Holden, who's dropped to this right side. Forward towards Dan Williams, but it's cut out by Chris Marriott well. Reece Hughes. Composed defender from him, and it's a lovely pass from him as well to switch it onto Poole, who can drive forward over the halfway line. Uses pace again. Inside to Callum West. West straight for the back line to Max Woodcock, who is offside. It's a brilliant pass though from Callum West, just catches Woodcock a yard or two offside. That was a let off over TNS again. Would have been a disaster to go down 3-0 at half time. Ball over the top towards Ben Wilson, but he's offside. And that is the whistle for half time here. It is TNS in a massive, some big trouble as they go in 2-0 down to second in the league. Connahs Quay, a penalty from Reece Hughes, and a second goal. Max Woodcock's shot more onto Dan Williams, who finished it into his own goal. Go in at 2-0 down TNS, and they've been by far second best in large part of this first half, and they're going to need a big team talk at half time to try and get out of this rut and come out and try and come back from 2-0 down in the second half. Don't go anywhere, I'll be back in 15 minutes for coverage of the second half.
So don't be down, don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
And what a beautiful sight I've just seen.
And yeah, it's Champions League, and you know what we need. And maybe the time is right for us to find our dreams. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the all boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. Don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight. And don't be down and don't be such a mess. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight. Don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
It's there! Against all the odds! Celebrations out on the pitch!
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right Maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNF tonight, tonight.
And what a beautiful sight I've just seen.
And yeah, it's Champions League and you know what we need. And maybe the time is right for us to find our dreams. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNF tonight, tonight. And don't be down and don't be such a mess. We're dancing in the streets of TNF tonight, tonight.
Against all the odds. Celebrations out on the pitch.
So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNF tonight, tonight.
It's there! Against all the odds. Celebrations out on the pitch.
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right
It's there! Against all the odds! Celebrations out on the pitch!
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right for us to back our team. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNF tonight, tonight.
And what a beautiful sight I've just seen.
And yeah, it's Champions League and you know what we need. And maybe the time is right for us to find our dreams. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNF tonight, tonight. And don't be down and don't be such a mess.
TNS are back out onto the pitch. And here come the home side, TNS, with a lot of work to do in this second half if they want to get anything out of this game. Looks like there's going to be two half-time substitutions. Isaac Jeffries and Ryan Brobble are both going to be coming on for TNS. Two very much attack-minded substitutions. So Ben Clark's been taken off for Isaac Jeffries. And it looks like Ben Wilson has come off for Ryan Brobble. So Ben Wilson's first start since October comes to an end after half-time. As the very experienced Ryan Brobble comes onto the pitch. So Margerson sends that forward. Straight into the hands of Shepherd. Marshall to Bodenham. Into midfield for Dan Williams. Out to Davis. Brobble now. So Shepherd to Bodenham. Josh Daniels sends it forward to Holden. His touch is loose, intercepted by Marriott. Now Reece Hughes. Loose ball to Isaac Jeffries with his first chance to drive forward for the New Saints. So Ryan Brobble gets a shot from distance, but that's always rising, and it'll go out for a corner. Actually, it's taken a deflection. Couldn't see the deflection, but TNS get their first corner of the second half. Connahs' ball into the back post, headed away by Kai Edwards. Marriott with the second ball to clear it. Marshall's last man for the New Saints. Williams to Marshall. Bothernham. Williams out wide to Isaac Jeffries. Margerson will send that back forward. West with a lovely touch out of his feet on the halfway line to drive away from Dan Williams. You can't really touch him because he's on a yellow card. It's a massive challenge from Danny Davis. He protests his innocence. Dominic Connahs signalling for the Connahs Quay physios to come on as Callum West stays down here. Just firm tackle from Davis. Hasn't gone in the book as of yet. But that's just the problem really with Dan Williams being on a yellow card. Callum West could drive past him with not really much coming back at him, because Dan Williams knows after he committed a foul late on in the first half as well, knowing now for one more and he's off. I'd be interested to know if Craig Harrison will change him as we go forward into this game. But Reece Hughes will stand over this free kick. It's a bit of a distance, about 30 yards from goal, but he looks like he fancies this. So Hughes. It's a four-man wall from Nathan Shepherd. So he is expecting the shot. It's very central. If he hits this with power and gets enough whip on it, it's going to cause a lot of issues. Takes a deflection off the wall and it's straight into the hands of Nathan Shepherd. Just the deflection, takes all the power off of it. He rolls it out quickly and Dan Williams looks to switch it. The wind holds that up though, and Cook will bring it down in midfield, and now he's got space to drive forward. Goes past two TNS players, continues going, but it's a good tackle by Bothernham. It looked almost like a Messi-esque goal coming from Cook, but it's an important interception from Bothernham. Edwards sends it into midfield and it's intercepted by Isaac Jeffries. Onto Holden. Holden, nice feet to get away from Cook. Onto Williams. Williams out to Brobble now. Brobble cuts past Callum West and gets a shot away. It's just over the bar though. Just for a second, it looked like that was going to dip back into the far post, but it does go over the bar. Margerson will send this forward. Good header from Davis. Holden out wide to Isaac Jeffries now. Looks to go past Marriott, but his touch is too heavy and it'll go out for a throw-in. This could potentially be Isaac Jeffries' last appearance for the club, as his loan deal ends in January, which is tomorrow. So I've been informed by our press officer that he said it absolutely confidently finishes tomorrow. That's Sam Wood. Email him if he's wrong. But Dan Williams now. Forced back to Shepherd. Be interesting to see, though, speaking of that loan deal, if TNS would like to extend it, because he's been a really important player, Isaac Jeffries, the young 19-year-old from Cardiff. And obviously with his parent club currently top of League One and flying, they might just want to keep the youngster out to continue to gather first team experience. Callum West tries to bring it down on his chest, into Brobble's feet though. Jeffries touches loose, but he gets on the second ball over. He's battling with Reece Hughes. He does get it back to his centre half. A good play from the substitute. Brobble now trying to hold off Cowan. He plays a reverse ball over the top. Nash heads it away though. Dan Williams puts it back over the top. Margetson's off his line though quickly to collect that. Sends it back into midfield. Botham underneath the first ball. Davis brings the second one down and clears it away, and it's back into the goalkeeper's hands. Over the top by Josh Daniels. Jordan Williams shoots early, but never troubles the goalkeeper. It goes out for a goal kick. It's very cold conditions here in Flint. So a special shout out to all the players out there that are just wearing short sleeves because it is freezing. Marchson will send that forward. Dan Williams is underneath it. Hooked forward by Reece Hughes. Well, that's back with Shepherd. Out wide to Daniels. He's forced backwards to his centre half. Now it's with Shepherd. Shepherd. Botham tries to force it forward, slip from Cook, but it will go through to Quay Edwards' feet. He gives the ball away though, back to Botham, now with Dan Williams in midfield, up to the halfway line for Brobble, over the top through ball, looking for the runner. Jordan Williams is in, off fly back, hasn't gone up. Jordan Williams scores, and it is 2-1. It's 2-1 now. TNS back in this game with 35 minutes to go. The league's top goal scorer providing once again, created by Ryan Brobble. It's just a simple ball right over the top of the Connahs Quay backline, and he beats the offside trap. Jordan Williams, look at the replay, he is onside. Cohen playing him on, doesn't get up quick enough, and then it's a simple finish for Jordan Williams into the bottom right corner, and it is game on here in Flint. So Marshall now sends it forward. TNS's first shot on target, and now Isaac Jeffries could get a bit of space here. Jeffries into the box, cuts inside onto Jordan Williams, gets his shot away, and it's straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. Very nearly a quick fire double for TNS to get straight back into this game. Isaac Jeffries gets there. It's out for a throw-in. TNS now showing a little bit of belief. This is exactly the start to the second half that Craig Harrison would have wanted. Marshall now on the throw-in. Up to Jordan Williams. Now it's with Isaac Jeffries on the left wing, causing a bit of chaos to substitute. Looks for the overlap of Jordan Marshall. Good tackle from Quay though to see it off. Forward to West. West on the half turn. He's played really well there in midfield, Callum West, and he can come forward for Nomads. West has still got the ball. Heavy touch. Looks like Bodenham had a few words for him, just saying that he dived. Yeah, they carry on just arguing, the two of them. Bodenham, you don't really see that side of Jack very often. Obviously very unhappy with Callum West. Reece Hughes now in the centre circle. Being pressed, Rory Holden comes across and wins it, but referee says foul. It's very soft against the Irishman. TNS would have been in then as well, so the frustration starting to show. Kai Edwards forward, header won by Dan Williams. Cook puts it back over the top. It's bouncing around in the box. Looks like it's going to be a no-man's throw, and it is. It's out wide to Chris Marriott. Reece Hughes takes it off him. It's forced back to the halfway line. Gives TNS a chance to step up a little bit. Edwards out wide to Callum West. Probably been the brightest spark for Connahs Quay so far when he's been on the ball. He struggled in the first 20 minutes, but he's really just dropping into pockets and causing problems. But commentator's curse gets him there, and he gives the ball away. Josh Daniels. So Ryan Brobble, who looks for the switch onto Jordan Williams, but it'll go straight through to Margits and the goalkeeper, and he'll roll it out quickly to Nash. Nash into Edwards. Edwards onto Cook. Back to Nash. Up to Chris Marriott. Lovely first touch from the captain. And he'll drive forward now. Out wide to Reece Hughes. Reece Hughes cuts inside. Cuts back out. Back inside. Lovely feet from him. Puts it into the back post, and it's a free header, but it's a last-ditch header from Jack Botham. The flag goes up anyway. But just showing, despite TNS just starting to apply a little pressure in this second half, Connahs Quay is still dangerous. It's a very open game at the moment. Marshall tries to hook that forward. Kai Edwards brings it down. Jordan Marshall gets in front of him. Brilliant strength from the centre forward. So Jordan Marshall forward towards Jordan Williams again. Kai Edwards cuts that out and puts it out for a throw-in right in on the TNS bench. Jordan Williams tries to play it through to Isaac Jeffries. It's cleared against him and out for a goal kick. So long goal kick. Bouncing around in midfield. Nash clears it. Woodcock battling with Botham. He led with an elbow there. Botham just showing a bit of a lack of control at the moment, which you don't see from Botham. I think Botham's got away with one there. It looked from my angle anyway that he led with his elbow, but doesn't even get a card. It's just a free kick in the centre circle. forward. Botham wins the first ball. Clear by Connahs. Edwards will want to send this back forward up to the right wing. West forced out. Really good defender from Jordan Williams doing his defensive duties. Throw in to TNS. 61 minutes gone, 29 to go here. It's still 2-1 to Nomads, but it's all to play for in this second half. Corner sends that forward. Nash with a touch. Danny Davis heads the first one away. Headed back down towards Edwards. He's being held up by Botham. Lovely tackle from him as we clear by Connahs. Edwards with good strength though. Kaiser, a lovely skill as well from the big centre half to Noah Edwards. West tries to play it first time to Reece Hughes, who gets in front of Danny Davis. Brilliant challenge from Jack Botham now though, and Ryan Brobble has space on the right wing. Connahs Quay getting back quickly though. Josh Daniels. Davis now. Botham. Forward to Williams now with Connahs. Back to Dan Williams. Connahs tries to hook it towards Jeffries, cleared by Cohen. Back to Jeffries though. Onto Brobble. Out wide now to the overlap of Josh Daniels to the edge of the box now for Dan Williams. Back to Isaac Jeffries, gets a shot from distance, but it's again not troubling the goalkeeper. Rest blown here. Looks like Jack Botham's got a pop nose here, it looks like. He's not happy with the lines, but I'm not sure where it's come from. So TNS going to be momentarily with 10 until they patch up Jack Botham, who's currently just got a bloody nose. I'm not really sure where it's come from, to be honest. I think it's come from a clash from the previous free kick. But he was complaining to the linesman, who had clearly, obviously, just like myself, had missed it. As Rory Holden sends that forward. Kai Edwards heads it away into midfield for Holden. Connahs now. Back to Holden. Williams, Marshall, up to Jeffries, back to Dan Williams, plays it up the line, looking for Marshall, who gets in front of Poole, good play from the left back. Back out to the left wing for Isaac Jeffries. A few step overs from him, being held up by two red shirts, back to Marshall, he delivers across first time into the box, Brobble's header, but he can't get onto it, and Chris Marriott will clear his lines. Up to Reece Hughes, his touch is poor though, and Holden's back onto it. Now Connahs, there's a switch on if you can see it. Gets it to Dan Williams, who has dropped into centre back to cover for Botham as he's off again, getting patched up. Dan Williams driving forward. Out wide to Isaac Jeffries. First time back to the overlapping run of Dan Williams. Puts it into the box. It's another dangerous ball into the 6-yard box, but no Edwards is there. The only man really to clear it. Reece Edwards tries to hold the ball up, which he does well. Sent forward to Max Woodcock. Now Marriott. There's a switch on if you can see it, which he does to Poole. Up the line by him to Callum West. Again, been probably the most dangerous player on the pitch for Connahs Quay. Into midfield for Cook. Chris Marriott tries to hook it forward towards Noah Edwards. One back by TNS though. Josh Daniels can drive forward. Daniels now cuts it into midfield for Rory Holden. Holden, lovely play from him on the centre circle, out wide to Jordan Marshall at left back. Marshall's pass is intercepted by Paul, who can't keep it in though. Just see Jack Bodenham still bleeding as we see the floodlights come on, so I've got a better view now. Marshall's been cleared to come back onto the pitch. Oh, Dan Williams can step back into midfield. Bodenham. So Shepherd sends it long into Jordan Williams' feet. He chests it down to Rory Holden. It's a lovely take from him. Little scorpion touch. Marsh on the halfway line to Dan Williams. Williams clips it over to Danny Davis. Good pass from him. Danny Davis clips the ball over the top, but Kai Edwards has been there for a lot of those balls and clears another one once again. Daniels. There's a switch on if they can see it. Marshall's got acres of space on the left side. Eventually they do find him, but he's got to drop deeper for it. Instead they go to Isaac Jeffries. Lovely little touch on the corner. Onto Marshall's run. He keeps it in. Marshall, Jordan Williams out wide. Lovely play from them to Rory Holden. First time back into the box. Headed away by Poole. Brobble gets onto the second ball. Back out wide to Josh Daniels. Now with Brobble again. Jordan Williams tries the back heel, but it's intercepted by Connahs Quay, and Noah Edwards can just clear it up to Max Woodcock. He gives the ball away though. And TNS are really on top now in this game. Still looking for that equaliser. Ball's interception is straight into midfield for Jeffries. Out to Brobble. Oh, lovely skill to get a past Cook. Little Megs as well. Back heel, back to him. Brobble gets a shot away, blocked by Kai Edwards. Noah Edwards heads his second, but he's still on the edge of the box. Connahs Quay just struggling to clear it, which they eventually do. And it's out for a throw in on the halfway line. There's going to be a substitution here for Nomads. Callum Bratley's coming on, the number 11. And it's the number 17, Rhys Hughes, coming off.
Substitution for Nomads, replacing number 17, Rhys Hughes. It's number 11, Callum Bratley.
So Bratley on the pitch for Nomads, just trying a bit of pace and a bit more energy. Just going to roll out that clearance for a Nomads goal kick. Goal kick. Josh Daniels is under it. Big header from the little Irishman. Danny Davis wins the second ball. Holden tries to flick it on. Ben Nash sends it back forward. A bit like table tennis in the midfield. Sent forward by Noah Edwards. And then Danny Davis will just let that roll out for a throw in. Dan Williams pokes that forward. Cohen goes back to his goalkeeper. Isaac Jeffries will press. Margetson. Nash gives the ball away. Brian Brobble wins it. He's got not much help though. Clips it into the edge of the box for Holden. Dan Williams diving in. Noah Edwards comes out with the ball though. And then Josh Daniels plays it straight to Max Woodcock's feet. He gives it away, but it's won back again by Lewis Cook. Cook again. Clips it forward. Holden with a lovely touch to intercept it. Gets it forward to Isaac Jeffries' feet. Great pass from Bodenham down the line. Connahs into Jordan Williams' feet. Kai Edwards puts it out for another throw-in. So Connahs up to Jordan Marshall. Williams inside Jeffrey's feet. Looked like a cynical foul. It is on the edge of the box. You think this is Brian Brobble territory. I think it's a little bit too wide though to shoot. So, got a feeling Connahs might take this actually. It is Brobble to shoot, takes the deflection, it's a big save from the goalkeeper at full stretch. It took a little nick off the wall on the way through. Looked destined for the top corner, I think the wall just took the power off it, made it easier for Margesson to get across. This great save nonetheless. Yeah, the keeper does well and moves early, it takes a little nick off the wall. Corner right onto the middle of the box. Back to Danny Davis, who lets it out for another corner. So delivered into the front post this time. Edwards heads it away once more. Connahs gets it back out wide to Brobble, who puts a ball first time back into the box. The header's in from Dan Williams, but it's always rising. It goes out for a goal kick. Margesson's kick is wide, it's always going out. It does go out for a throw in on the halfway line again. 15 minutes left of this game, it is still 2-1 to the home side. TNS are pushing hard for an equaliser, though they battled well in the second half. They needed a reaction, it's what Craig Harrison would have wanted his team to do in this second half. Jeffries now, Holden takes his shot early. Just took it off the feet of Isaac Jeffries, and the shot had no conviction at all, straight to the goalkeeper. Bratley with his first real involvement since coming on. He's had to do a lot of defensive duties. Lovely skill from him as well to get past his man. Davis on Woodcock. It's a lovely pass from Noah Edwards out wide to Poole though. Jeffries gets back quick. Poole forced back to Cohen. Cohen clips it over the top to Noah Edwards, looks offside, and he is. Sent forward by Shepherd. It's a header on from Kai Edwards, but he gets the foul. Bit soft again. So Marginson takes the free kick long. Bodenham's underneath it. Cook heads it back forward. Bodenham clears it up the line. Back to Cook. Marshall heads it away. Holden tries to head it backwards. He gets on the second ball forward, but referees pulled it back for a free kick on Holden. So TNS have possession once again. There's a switch on if you can see it. Connahs forward to Jordan Williams. Jeffries now to Connahs. Forwards again to Jordan Williams. He tries the first time ball out to Jordan Marshall. Up the line again to Williams. And he plays it against Quay Edwards. Good play from the striker to win a corner for his team. So, double corner again. Right on top of the goalkeeper, headed away and cleared by Callum West. Marshall gets on the second ball though, and TNS stay forward. Connahs down the line to Brobble. Brobble looking for the overlap of Connahs, who can put a ball back into the box. Headed again by Connahs Quay Nomads, and they could break here. Noah Edwards picks the loose ball up. He's not got any support. He's going to try and go alone. He uses his pace to try and get past Isaac Jeffries. That's no mean feat. Jeffries eventually gets back and wins the ball and sees it out for a goal kick. TNS take that quickly. Davis switches it to Connahs. He tries to play it over the top, through ball on to Jordan Williams. Marginson's quick off his line though. Good goalkeeping from him. Bodenham's got to win that first header, which he does well. Now Williams out to the right wing for Brobble. Back to Daniels at right back. So the second half has been all TNS, but they've only got one goal to show for it. And Callum West wins the ball back, and could he finish this game off now as he drives toward the penalty box? Lovely skill from him. Can he finish it? It's a brilliant goal. It's an unbelievable goal from Callum West. He's just beaten 4 players and single-handedly put this game to bed. It's an unbelievable goal from Callum West. Sits 3 defenders down, the goalkeeper and another defender. It's such a brilliant solo goal. That's one of the goals of the season in the Cumbria Premier, and that is 3-1 to the home side. They've had to sit back for a large part of this second half. TNS have applied plenty of pressure. They've huffed and puffed, but haven't got that second goal. It's a lovely drop of the shoulder to get past Danny Davis. Sitting down with a second touch, sits Nathan Shepherd down with a third and finishes it off. It's such a good goal from Callum West. I said he's been their best player today, and he fully deserves his goal. So despite TNS's pressure, Connahs Quay have got their 2-goal cushion back, thanks to some individual brilliance from Callum West. Jordan Williams, intercepted by Cohen. Josh Daniels, now Brobble. With 9 minutes left of this game, I think that third goal is really going to take the wind out of TNS. as this game stands, TNS's lead at the top is down to 4 points. Now we might just have a title race on as Connahs Quay are looking to get their 7th win in a row. Still, by the looks of this game, they're going to go again unbeaten in the league since 29th of September. Or 23rd of September, I should say, sorry. They've been on a brilliant run under John Disney, former player and captain, and they're well worth it. And they've played well today. They've had to dig in at large parts of this second half from the TNS pressure, but when the time came, when they needed a bit of magic, Carlin West produced it in the most unbelievable of fashions. But it might not be over yet, as Jordan Williams could get a shot on goal here and he just fires it over. It's brilliant play, but that's normally a chance that Jordan Williams this season would have gobbled up, and he did with his first one. He has got his goal today, but he's had an uncharacteristically quiet afternoon. Same with a lot of TNS players, I think. It's clear to see we haven't played in 3 weeks. I think they were off the paces in the first half, and then the second half they've toughed and puffed. And they got their goal, but they just haven't been able to break that defensive resolution of Connahs Quay Nomads for a second goal. Kai Edwards and Ben Nash have been fantastic at centre-half today for the home side. I said Callum West, I said 20 minutes into the second half, he's been the most dangerous player, and he's the one that looked like to make a difference, and boy has he with that goal. Jordan Marshall drives forward now for TNS, puts it into the back post. It bounces off Brobble and it'll go out for a goal kick. Danny Davis wins the first header. Ben Nash heads it back forward. Connahs back to Marshall, who'll hook it forward again. Ben Nash, like he's been under everything today, and yet again he wins the header. Marriott will put it out for a throw in. Put into the box by TNS. Ben Nash clears it once again. Marshall into Jordan Williams' feet on the edge of the box. Bit of skill to get away from his man. Now it's with Josh Daniels. Daniels cuts inside, hits one with his weaker foot. Looked like a handball from Noah Edwards. Marshall puts it into the back post. It's good defending from Nash to let it go. Good awareness from him. Madison will send this forward. It's in midfield for Cook to pick up. Sent forward by Marshall, Rory Holden. Now it's with Isaac Jeffries on the left wing. Back into midfield for Dan Williams. Cohen sends that forward. Holden, Brobble, Bodenham, Connahs. Has to clip it forward on the first touch. Margetson's quick to it again, though. He keeps beating Jordan Williams to that first ball. It's very good goalkeeping from him. Josh Daniels wins the first ball. Noah Edwards was the second ball. It's flicked on by Woodcock, but Danny Davis will intercept as we go into the last 2 minutes of this game. Yet to see how much added time there'll be. Now it's with Jordan Marshall, back to Bodenham. Sent forward by him. Connahs. Ben Nash cuts that out. Josh Daniels. Into the box. The cross takes a deflection. It looks like it's behind for a corner. It is. Just can't see where TNS's goals are going to come from here. It's been, if they get one now, they might have left it just a bit too late. The cross comes in. Connahs Quay have been so good at dealing with the balls into the box. As I said, the two big centre halves. Callum Bratley looks to carry that out from the back. Marriott will send that with a lovely switch onto Woodcock. What a pass from the captain. Callum West is making a darting run through. Dan Williams can't really tackle him. He's last man. Callum West just a little bit too much. It's out for a goal kick. TNS take that quickly. Connahs out wide to Josh Daniels. Jordan Williams holds it up, but he's given the ball away to Bratley. He's going to burst to win it back, which he does. And he shoots from distance, and it's hit the bar. Jordan Williams hit the bar from the halfway line. Unbelievable effort from Jordan Williams. Just tries to catch Margetson out. It's brilliant thinking from the TNS forward, but it just bounces off the crossbar. We have 3 extra minutes of this game. It's 3-1 to the home side. It's been Connahs Quay's day. They were by far the better side in the first half, and they've really worked hard in this second one to try and keep hold of their lead. And then when their chance came, it was taken quite brilliantly by Callum West with one of the goals of the season. So throw in the left wing area for the New Saints. And looks like the number 4 Roberts is going to be coming on for Nomads. Just for the last 2 minutes. He hasn't come on yet. The referee said he was taking too long to get ready. Quay who steals that ball into the box once again. Bratley keeps hold of the ball in midfield. Lovely play from him, and then Quay Edwards will send that forward towards Max Woodcock. And it's a loose header from Bodenham. Max Woodcock tries to finish it. It's straight into the hands of Shepherd. Defensive mishap. It goes unpunished because of the poor finish from Woodcock. I don't think he realised how much time he had. Tried to be too clever and put it over Shepherd's head, but puts it straight in his hands instead. It's a big tackle from Connahs. Now the substitution will happen. Callum West coming off for the last minute of this game for Roberts, and Zelly, the number 10, is coming on as well.
Replacing number 8, Callum West. Number 4, Dan Roberts.
Number 18, Woodcock's also coming off. Shoved on early in the first half, comes off late in the second. I think it's more tactical.
Number 10, Zoe Ishmael.
Marshall. Davis sends that forward. Zelly's going to get onto the clearance though. And he beats Botham as well, and they could get a fourth here. Nomads squared and cleared by Davis. Roberts will just hold that up in the corner. It's gone out again. Referee says another corner kick. Just the last couple seconds of this game, I think. It's going to finish TNS. They're going to lose this game 3-1. And Connahs Quay are going to go. It is full time. Connahs Quay with a huge win. A 3-1 win at home against the league leaders. TNS's lead on the top of the table is reduced to just 4 points. Goals from Max Woodcock or an own goal from Dan Williams. Haven't really seen yet what the referee said, and a penalty from Reece Hughes in the first half. Jordan Williams got it back to 2-1, and it looked like for large parts of this second half TNS were going to go and get an equaliser until Callum West, with arguably the goal of the season in the JD Cumby Premier, he dropped 3 defenders and the goalkeeper as he finished his solo effort off, and it finishes Connahs Quay 3, TNS 1. TNS are back in action hopefully this Saturday the 3rd, and they'll look to bounce back from this defeat and continue on their run to win 5 Cumby Premier titles in a row. Everybody have a fantastic New Year's Eve and get home safe.
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right for us to back our team. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of Maybe the time is right for us to find our dreams. Maybe it's time for you.